Oh, Namo Namah. Learning Sanskrit by steps. Step number 30. Compound words Samasaha Part 2. Your co-student S.L. Abhyankar. It was mentioned that Sanskrit poets have used the technique of composing compound words very much with intended pun, but leaving the job of deriving the variety of meanings to the wisdom of the readers. The following shloka is a good specimen for study. द्वन्द्वोद्विगुरपि चाहं मद्गेहे नित्यमव्ययी भावः तत्पुरुषकर्मधारय येनाहं स्यां बहुव्रीहिः. पदच्छेदै द्वन्द्वः द्विगुः अपि च अहं मद्गेहे नित्यम् अव्ययी भावः तत्पुरुषकर्मधारय येन अहं स्यां Bahuvrihi. In the previous lesson, there was a mention of three types of samasa, namely Tatpurusha, Karmadharaya, and Bahuvrihi, which are mentioned in this shloka also. In this shloka, there is mention of three more types: Dvandvaha, Dviguhu, and Avyayi Bhava. So this shloka is a good reckoner for different types of samasa. But is that the meaning of the shloka? In the shloka, a poor man is narrating his plight. So, while the words in this shloka are names of different types of samasa, they are also narrative of the plight of the poor man. Pun intended. Let us see the meanings of the words. Dvandvaha, Dvandvam, द्वौ द्वौ सहाभिव्यक्तौ. This is Panini Sutram 8-1-15, or rather the Siddhanta Kaumudi commentary on that sutram. So Dvandvam, a pair, a couple of animals, including even men of different sexes, that is male and female. Note, in Aptary Dictionary, the word is mentioned as Dvandvam, a neuter noun. But the poet has used it adjectively, hence using Dvandvaha, Pullingam Prathama Ekvachanam, of Dvandva, meaning one who is a part of a pair, couple. In turn meaning, I am a married person. Actually, among Panini Sutrani, there are Sutrani about Dvandvaha and Dvandvam. So note, Dvaudau Swahabhivaktau is a quote from explanation in Siddhanta Kaumudi for the Panini Sutram 8-1-15. Dvandvam rahasya maryada vachana vyutkramana yajñapatra prayogabhivaktishu. I wonder why this Panini Sutram is chosen to explain the word Dvandvam. There are many more Sutrani about Dvandva. Dviguhu. In Aptary Dictionary, the word is detailed in two ways: as a compound of Dvi and Guhu. Note, Dvi means two and Guhu means one who speaks indistinctly, generally an animal, rather a cow. So Dviguhu means one who has a pair of cattle. Dviguhu, a subdivision of the Tatpurusha compound, in which the first member is a numeral. And then the same shloka has been quoted. Dvandvo dvigurapi chaham. So this shloka here in Aptary Dictionary, it is clarified that it is by Udbhataha. Apicha, and also aham, I myself. Madgehe is Saptami Ekvachanam of Madgeham. This is Samasaha of Mat plus Geham. Note, Mat means my, Geham house. So Madgehe means in my house. Nityam, always. Avyayi Bhavaha is Pullingam Prathama Ekvachanam of Avyayi Bhava. This word Avyayi Bhavaha is Samasaha of Avyayi plus Bhavaha. Avyayi means not changing, immutable, Bhavaha means sense, state, status. Actually, avyayi is adjectival derived from avyaya, which also is samasaha of a plus vyaya. Note, a means not, vyaya means going, being spent, expenditure. Avyaya means the state of no expenditure, because there is no wealth which can support expenditure. In turn, avyaya means poor. Avyayi bhavaha means the state of poverty. Avyayi bhavaha is also a type of compound. Anavyayam avyayam bhavatyanena avyaya chvi bhukarane ghai. Name of one of the four principal kinds of compounds in Sanskrit. An adverbial or indeclinable compound, form of an indeclinable, that is, a preposition or an adverb and a noun. Adhihari, satrunam, purvapradhano vyayi bhavaha. Absence of expenditure owing to poverty. And then the same shloka is quoted. This is from Optage Dictionary. Dvandvodvigurapi chaham madgehe nityam avyayi bhavaha tatpurusha karma dharaya yena hamsyam bahuvrihi. Udbhata, which is, by the by, gives the names of the compounds in Sanskrit. That is what I also clarified in Optage Dictionary. 3. Avyayi bhavaha, unchangeable state, imperishableness. Tat, that, purusha, O man, karma, work, adopt, dharaya, adopt. Yena, by which, aham, I, sam, shall be, syam, shall be. Bahuvrihi. In Optage Dictionary, the word is detailed in two ways. Bahuvrihi, possessing much rice. Note, bahu means much, and vrihi, vrihi kicha, rice, as in bahuvrihi, a grain of rice. Bahuvrihi, one of the four principal kinds of compounds in Sanskrit. In it, two or more nouns in apposition to each other are compounded. The attributive member, whether a noun or an adjective, being placed first and made to qualify another substantive, and neither of the two members separately. But the sense of the whole compound qualifies that substantive. I think this whole statement has been made very complicated, unnecessary. So, bahuvrihi is also defined as anya padartha pradhano bahuvrihi. This compound is adjectival in character. But there are several instances of bahuvrihi compounds which have come to be regarded and used as nouns, their application being restricted by usage to particular individuals. For example, Chakrapani, Shashishekara, Pitambara, Chaturmukha, Trinetra, Kusumashara, etc. Overall meaning, Dvandvaha dviguhu apicha aham. I am married and also have a couple of cattle. Madgehe nityam avyayi bhavaha. In my house there is always poverty. That is the state of lack of capability to spend. Tat purusha karma dharaya, O man, adopt such work, yena aham syam bahuvrihi, by which I shall be possessing much rice. Chando Vishleshan. Dvandvodvigurapi chaham 22111122 kulataha dvadasha matraha madgehe nityam avyayi bhavaha 222-212-1222 kulataha ashtadasha matraha 18 tat purusha karma dharaya 2112-1211 kulataha ekadasha matraha येनाहंस्याम बहुव्रीहि 222-1222 कुलतः पंचदश मात्राः Actually, for this to be Aryavrittam, the first and third quarters should have 12 matra. Here, the third quarter has 1 matra less. Trutiye pade eka matra nyuna. Anyatha Aryavrittamidam. So that is why it could be recited Dvandvodvigurapi chaham madgehe nityam avyayi bhavaha tatpurusha karma dharaya. See, even when saying, you can sense 1 matra being less. Yenaham syam bahuvrihi. 15 matra. When studying Bahyodhyana Sthitahara Shirashchandrika Dhautaharmya, there has been some study of Tatpurusha, Karmadharaya and Bahuvrihi. Let us take this shloka by Udbhataha as a prompt and do some study of Dvandvaha, Dviguhu and Avyayi Bhava. Dvandvo Dvigurapi chaham madgehe nityam avyayi bhavaha. These are the 3 types of compounds which we have to study. Dvandva samasaha. One gets good examples of Dvandva samasaha in Dhatupatha, which is an important appendix of Ashtadhyayi, the acclaimed text on Sanskrit Vyakaranam. In Dhatupatha, for Dhatavaha having more than 1 shades of meanings, these meanings are given by combining them in a single compound word. The word so composed is eminently a Dvandva samasa. An example of a dhatu having 2 shades of meanings is dhav, dhaum, that is his grammatical name. Gati shuddhyoho, to run, to flow, to cleanse, to wash. Vadihi, prathamaghaniyah, ubhayapadi, sakarmakaha, set. Note, meanings given in English are 4: to run, to flow, to cleanse, to wash. The Sanskrit word is Gati Shuddhyoho, which is Saptami Dvivachanam of Gati plus Shuddhi. Note, the phrase Dhav Dhatum Gati Shuddhyoho means Dhav having its grammatical name as Dhaum be used in the instance of Gati Shuddhyoho, that is in the instance of Gati or Shuddhi. Note, Gati means movement and Shuddhi means cleansing. For deciphering the Dvandva samasaha, Gati Shuddhyoho, we should first have the word in Prathama. Also because Gati Shuddhyoho is Saptami Dvivachanam, we should have Prathama Dvivachanam of Gati Shuddhi, which is Gati Shuddhi, Dirgha. The Vigraha Vakyam would be Gati Hiva Shuddhi Hiva. Note, I am using Va because the usage of Dhatuhu Dhav shall be either in the instance of Gatihi or Shuddhi, not both actions simultaneous. We can compose the Vigraha Vakyam in Saptami also, but because the 2 components are individually singular, the Vigraha Vakyam should have Saptami Ekvachanam of both Gati and Shuddhi. That is, Gatavva Shaddhavva iti Gati Shuddhyoho. An eminent example of a Dhatuhu having very many shades of meanings is Av, Avang, Rakshana Gati Kanti Priti Truptyavagama Pravesha Shravana Swamyarthavachana Kriyecha Deeptya Deepti Avapti Alingana Himsadana Bhagavruddhishu Bhadi Prathamaghaniyah Parasmaipadi Sakarmakaha set. Note, Rakshana Gati Kanti Priti Truptyavagama Pravesha Shravana Swamyarthayachana Priyecha Deeptyavaptyalingana Himsadana Bhagavruddhishu is a single compound word composed with 17 components. Rakshana, to protect. Gati, to go. Kanti, to desire, to wish. Priti, to love. Trupti, to please, to satisfy. Avagama, to understand. Pravesha, to enter. Shravana, to hear. Swamyarthayachana, Swami, to own, to order, to command. to request, to beg yachana. Kriyecha, to wish, to act. Deepti, to glow, to shine. Avapti, to obtain. Alingana, to hug, to embrace. Himsa, to kill, to hurt. Dana, bhaga, vruddhishu. Vruddhi, to grow, to gain power. There are dvandva samasaha with indefinite number of elements also. Note, I am saying indefinite, not infinite. There are many examples in Ashtadhyayi. Come to mind two examples. Sutram 1-3-1. Bhuvadayo dhatavaha. Also Sutram 3-3-1. Unadayo bahulam. In both these aphorisms, Sutre, the words Bhuvadaya, Bhuva Adaya, and Unadaya, Adaya. There is Adaya, which hints at indefinite number of elements. Actually, the word Unadaya, Adaya is not Dvandva Samasa. Its Vigraha Vakyam would be Adi Yesham Te Unadaya, Bahuri, not Dvandva. But in Bhuvadaya, there are three component words. Bhu, Va, Adaya. We can put up a composite Vigraha Vakyam as Bhucha, Vacha, Adi, Yesham Te. Here, Bhucha, Vacha is Dvandva type Vigraha because Bhucha, Vacha connotes the two elements. I have put Adi as Dvivachanam of Adihi, but Yesham Te are by their Bahuvachanam because they are related to Adaya, which is Bahuvachanam. The words Yesham Te is the Vigraha Vakyam, makes it a Bahuvrihi type Vigraha. All in all, the composite Vigraha Vakyam Bhucha, Vacha, Adi, Yesham Te is Dvandvanvita Bahuvrihi Vigraha. Note, Dvandvanvita means inclusive of Dvandva type. Bahuvri Vigraha. An important point about Samasa. In the study of Dvandva Samasa, we have studied the words Gati Shuddhyoho has Saptami Dvivachanam. Rakshanagati Kanti Priti Truptyavagama Pravesha Shravana Swamyartha Yachana Kriyecha Deeptya Vaptyalingana Himsa Dana Bhaga Vruddhishu has Saptami Bahuvachanam. Vruddhishu Shu Saptami Bahuvachanam. Bhuvadaya, Bhuva Adaya and Unadaya, Adaya have Adaya by Prathama Bahuvachanam of Adi. Actually, in Gati Shuddhyoho, there is Shuddhyoho, which is Saptami Dvivachanam, and that is of Shuddhi. Also, in Rakshanagati Kanti Priti etc., Vruddhishu, there is Vruddhishu, which is Saptami Bahuvachanam of Vruddhi. Bhuvadaya, Bhuva Adaya, and Unadaya have Adaya, which is by Prathama Bahuvachanam of Adi. The point to be noted is that for a compound word, the Vibhakti Vachana formatting, that is Subanta formatting, is applied only to the last component. It is also so in Bayodhyana Sitaharashiras Chandrika Dhauta Harmya, making a Srilingam Prathama Ekvachanam. In the words Dviguhu, Ekvachanam, because Dviguhu is describing that poor person. Avyayi Bhava, Ekvachanam. And in Bahuvrihi, the person who has Bahuvrihi, many grains of rice. So person is one, so Ekvachanam. So Vrihi, many grains of rice, by Bahuvachanam should have been Vrihayaha. No. Because it is referring to the poor person, or who has to become rich with many grains of rice. So because it is an adjective of that one person, Bahuvrihi is Ekvachanam of Vrihi. Actually, for the words Dviguhu, Avyayi Bhavaha and Bahuvrihi, I jotted down the details from Apatesh's dictionary, but not really discussed them as Samasaha. In Apatesh's dictionary, all these words are noted as Samasaha. Actually, the word Samasaha itself has two components. Sam Asaha. Relationship between Sam and Asaha can also be explained by Vigrahavakyam. Upasargaha Sam has meanings of its own. Sam Sankalanena, together, also Sam Samyak, properly. Asaha, a seat. So Sankalanena Samyak cha Asaha iti Samasaha. A word where component words are seated together, Asaha, seated together, Sam Sankalanena and Samyak, properly. There are subtypes of Dvandva Samasa. In all the examples above, the components were independent entities. For example, in Gati Shuddhyoho, the components Gati and Shuddhi are independent meanings of Dhatuhu Dhav. Such Dvandva Samasaha, where the components are independent entities, are called as Itaretara Dvandva Samasaha. Note, Itaretara is Itara plus Itara, this and that. So this also is independent, that also is independent. So the name of the Samasa is Itaretara Dvandva Samasa. Another type of Dvandva Samasa is Ekashesha Dvandva. A typical example is the word Pitarau, parents. Grammatically, Pitarau is Dvivachanam of Pitru, meaning father. So grammatically, Pitarau means two fathers. Say two fathers meet in the park, and if we want to speak of them, Pitarau, one meaning. But colloquially, Pitarau means Matacha Pitacha, mother and father, parents. The word Pitarau refers to both Pitacha Matacha, mother and father. But the word Pitarau has only one, Ek, kept on hand, Shesha. Pita, Pitru, Pitarau, only one word kept on hand. The Dvivachanam of Pitarau is suggestive of the other component Mata, being implicit. The opening prayer of Raghuvamsham by Mahakavi Kalidasa is Vagartha viva sampraktau Vagartha pratipattaye Jagatah Pitarau vande Parvati Parameshwarau. Padachchedahi Vagarthau iva sampraktau Vagartha pratipattaye Jagatah Pitarau vande Parvati Parameshwarau. Here Vagarthau, Vagartha pratipattaye, Pitarau, Parvati Parameshwarau are all Samasaha, compound words. Vakcha Arthaha cha iti Vagarthau, Itaretara Dvandva. Vagarthau Dvivachanam, because there are two, Vakcha Arthaha cha. Vagartha pratipattaye is Chaturthi Vachana, Ekvachanam of Vagartha Pratipattihi, which has three components, Vag, Artha, Pratipattihi. The first two components make Vagarthau, Itaretara Dvandva. We connect up the third component Pratipattihi by Vigrahavakyam Vagarthayoho Pratipattihi. Vagartha Pratipattihi. Shashti Tatpurusha. Vagarthayoho is Shashti Dvivachanam of Vagarthau. Because Vagarthau also is Dvivachanam. So Vagarthayoho Shashti Dvivachanam. Note, Pratipattihi means correspondence. When a dramatist writes a line or dialogue, he wishes that Vak, the delivery of the dialogue, should communicate the intended meaning Artha. So, Vagartha Pratipatti means correspondence between what words are uttered, how they are uttered, and the intended meaning. Pitarau is Ekashesha Dvandva. Parvati Parameshwaru has two component words, has Dvivachanam, is Iterator Dvandva. With Vigraha Vakyam as Parvati cha Parameshwara cha iti Parvati Parameshwarau. One more type of Dvandva Samasa is Samahara Dvandva, where the component words have to be considered as an integral set, one set. For example, see the word Swadhyayabhyasanam in Gita 17-15. There are two components, Swadhyaya and Abhyasanam. Swadhyaya, self-study. Abhyasanam, exercising, practicing. But the word Swadhyayabhyasanam has Ekvachanam. Another example from Gita is the word Karya-karana kartrutve, 13-21. Note, Karya-karana kartrutve is Saptami Ekvachanam of Karya-karana kartrutva. Note, there are three components, Karya, Karana, Kartrutva. But because they are to be considered together, the word Karya-karana kartrutve has Ekvachanam. Eminent mark of Samahara Dvandva Samasaha is Ekvachanam, even if the number of components are more than one. Dviguhu. The word Dviguhu is itself an example of Dvigu Samasa. Any Samasa which has the first component Sankhya Visheshana, numeric adjective, is Dvigu Samasa. In the word Dviguhu, the first component is Dvi, a numeric adjective. In Update Dictionary, Dviguhu, a subdivision of the Tatpurusha compound. This does not seem to be correct. See, Vigraha Vakyam of the word Dviguhu would be Dve gu yasya saha Dviguhu, Bahurihi, not necessarily Tatpurush. Rather, Dviguhu is Dvigvanvita, Dvigu plus Anvita, Bahurihi. That is Bahurihi inclusive of Dvigu. The word Panchapratam, Panchapatram, see the image. There are 5 utensils. Is an interesting word. Basically, Panchapatram is a set of 5 utensils. Not any 5, but related to each other. Here the utensils are of copper and eminently used when doing puja. So they make a set. The word starts with Pancha, a numerical adjective, so it qualifies to be Dvigu Samasa. But the word Panchavatram has Ekvachanam, hence it qualifies to be Samahara Dvandva Samasa. Hence, Panchapatram becomes an example of Samuha Dvigu Samasa. Note, the word Samuha stands for Samahara Dvandva. I think it is time to take a pause before continuing the study of Avyayi Bhavaha and other Samasa. Shubhamastu.